Ballistas. Well, here we are. Welcome to the garage. I'm your head mechanic, Mike Rashawn. As always, I want to shout out the worldwide mechanics. Um, Salute to everybody checking in. You know what it is. Hit me with the likes, hypes, and the subs. That's the fastest way to show your boy love. Appreciate everybody for pulling up. Get this little glare off the screen real quick. Hold on a second. Let's get that for you real quick. There we go. Yeah, that's much better. That's what I get. Yeah, so 38 Spesh went to Summer Jam and did exactly what a lot of us figured he was gonna do. And Fat Joe, Jada Company dropped the video for Aroma. Well played, but it's officially someplace else now. Like, again, this is one of those moments I wish I could have got somebody on the phone. It's officially someplace else now. There are actual insults in the rhymes now. Big Sugar, what up? Durag Dell, what up? Just shouting everybody out. The track is called Fool's Mate. One verse of him just doing what he does. the, the the bars to Jim were pretty funny. It was pretty funny all the way around. It's never going to be seen as good if you are listening to this with the disrespect to Jada in mind. You were never going to enjoy this. So, if you can't be if you're biased off the rip, then you won't see any kind of quality in it. And to each his own. To each his own. I can tell you that the Spesh did what Spesh does. Yes, Mrs. Blue, the garage is open on a Saturday because we have. I promised the room that we was gonna pull up and discuss whatever happened at Summer Jam. So here we are. Tech Raf, I've been waiting all day for you. Yeah, no. 38 dropped the ball. This was a Super Bowl moment. Nah. I can't. I can't say that. I can't say he dropped the ball. He did what he was supposed to do. Whether you like the rhymes or not, let's start from the beginning. Number one, Sean Capri, what up? Hit the likes, hit the hypes, hit the subs. I want to see those likes match up with the amount of folks that are in here. One time for all the lurkers. Feel free to just gather around and take a listen. We're just gonna be talking hip hop in here though. Meg said he was nah can't sell out can't. Sugar, you're gonna have to give me some grace on that. Dell, Steele Jr. Salute. Dwayne, salute. Executive coach for peace, salute. It definitely was personal with Jim, and it felt like we're past all of my theories from yesterday. The whole call out thing, like everything I said as far as the call out was concerned. I stand by that. That's how this thing started as an official call out. So I'm not backing down from that at all because it was a call out. We are now someplace else. We are now someplace else. Spesh kept the same energy that he had on the bag fuel couch and brought that with him to the booth. And we're someplace else now. Now this is like a diss track. This is no longer we've exited the realm of the call out. Definitely a diss track to Jim. You start talking about somebody's chick and the house in foreclosure and all this other good stuff. We definitely out of the. But he was never calling out. Yes, 70. Yes, Sugar. When and if Kiss responds and does what we know Kiss to do, It's. I mean, I can't really say nothing now. I can't really say nothing now. All I did was keep it a buck. But I have new information now. The field is officially changed. Uncle Ert, shout out to Andre Baker. Yes, your uncle is definitely in the building. One time, drinking his water, wearing his glasses, relaxing his silvers, and feeling pretty mellow on a Saturday. If Kiss responds, sugar, I'm saying it the way I mean it. I don't know that Kiss is actually gonna give the same Beanie Siegel style energy to this situation right here. Oh, the T-shirt. Which one is this? Ain't no such things as halfway crooks. One time for the infamous. No, CJ, you haven't missed much. We just got started. If Kiss responds, it will be sick. Kiss already got the upper hand. Like he's already expected. There's a level of pressure, but not really. Like the only pressure is he's expected to come out and annihilate Spesh. Like it's not even supposed to be close. Kiss is already expected to just come out and run Spesh over. So he's already got the upper hand. If I'm Spesh, I don't think I would have taken such a heavy-handed approach. I didn't, and he's again, he brought the exact same energy from the Bag Fuel interview into the booth with him, and it's changed the narrative. What started out as a call out is now officially he Spesh really obviously truly felt disrespected by that whole aroma situation and what was happening. He definitely felt disrespected, and he took that energy to with him in the booth, and I think that was a mistake. Nothing but respect for 38 Special, dead ass. Nothing but respect. I'd be lying if I told you anything else. I don't have a dog in this fight, but we've officially crossed the line from a call out to beefing. When you start taking personal shots, yeah, I saw Freddie. I saw the aroma video. It's dope. It's dope. It's a dope video. I'm loving these. I'm loving the aesthetics on these videos, but y'all don't want to hear me talk about that. Yeah, but they were very disrespectful bars. They were. He only gave 2 bars to Jada. That's a fact. But they were very like they're not. I can't. You can't shoot these bars any bail. Calling Jadakiss Fat Joe's little man is you know what I'm saying? Most okay, let's keep it fair. Let's keep it fair. 100% of a song, right? I'd say 50%, and this is only after one listen. Y'all feel free to correct me because I could be wrong, but it felt like 50% of it, 40% was aimed at Jim. 30% another maybe another 40%. If 40% was aimed at Jim, I'll say another 40% was probably aimed at Joe, give or take, and then 10% to Kiss and 10% to Stove God. Uncle Ram, thank you for pulling up. Yes, I have a channel. No, I did not promote it, so it's not on you. I was terrible at pushing this thing. But thanks to the mechanics in here, my brother Gat Taylor, I've become more vigilant and at providing an interactive experience for everybody up here. So 100%, 100%. I do indeed have a channel, and you're on it. And thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the land of the mechanics. Let's see. Jadakiss only gave him 2 bars. Yeah, I know. He said Jada. He said he was Jadakiss's son. Yeah, I know. Well, who wants to guess when Jim and Joe will respond to some street shit? Unfortunately, CJ, that's what it does not need to be. Let me put you on to this. First nigga to go street loses. First dude to flinch loses. First dude to go street loses. First dude who can't handle a business on whack. If Jim takes it to the block, that automatically tells me he's proven Spesh's point that he can't rap, that he can't hold his own when it comes to bars. If he decides to go street with it, that's an L to me. First dude to go to the street, L's. Executive, the Stove God shot was at the very end. It was something like since you gave the hook to Stove God, I might go backstage and hook Stove God, like something like that. It was light. It was light. Most of the smoke was like divvied up between Jim and Joe. He really didn't go too crazy, but that's lame because he brought up Jim wife. Bro, I'm not even. I'm not. I don't do that. If you're gonna diss. If you're gonna talk. And Jim likes to talk money and women, so here we are. Money, women, and clothes. So here we are. I don't. It's not. It's. I don't have those kind of. I don't have those kind of stipulations when we start talking about battling and rap and hip hop. I don't. Whatever's on the table is on the table. And yeah, I'm not doing that. Like, God forbid it's true. I don't do that. That's the same. That's the same kind of That's the same kind of energy people tried to give me when Pusha T dropped his bars and went at 40. Like, we here. Like, we don't do it. Go ahead and do it. It's competitive hip hop, bro. I'm with it. Lurkers, do me a favor, hit the like for me. Hit the likes, hit the subs. I have my own channel. Hit the like, hit the sub. That's how you show your boy love. So no boundaries. I mean, nothing. I only feel the boundaries are things that are gonna put somebody in real, actual physical danger. As long as we talk in words, which it all should stay there. You start giving out somebody's address and phone numbers and office addresses and stuff like that. Like, you start going. I think that's a boundary. I think that's a boundary. But bro, I came up in the '90s. I'm that's when I came off the porch. The talk back then was reckless, and if we just talking, we just talking. If it's just words, it's just words. And I'm all cool with where I'm of the era where say whatever you want, just don't touch me. I'm from that era. So these are all words. To me, these are all just angry poems at the end of the day. I don't have that. I don't have an issue with that. 38 said he dropping the song at Fat Joe next. I'm gonna get 38 in the chair. We gonna talk to 38. He's not in the city, right? He's not in town. He had a show. Of course, I made the phone calls to start seeing who wants to do what. But in the '90s, you weren't allowed to say SMD. You were allowed to say it. You just had to, that came with something. You can say again. You can say whatever you want. I personally, okay. Now we're getting into me. We getting into how I feel about it. I personally, you can say whatever you want, just don't touch me. Now, if you say that to me, I'm like, all right. So what's up? What's up? Because that's the word. Those words sound like you want to fight. So what's up? But you still got it. You still got to make a move. Otherwise, you just talking, and talk is just talk, bro. Talk is just. It's the reason why I can walk around the internet with no real. I don't really care because the internet is not a real place, and it's only words. So you can say something that goes too far. You can definitely make somebody want to see you. Don't get it twisted. I'm sure I got my triggers, but Not about to tell nobody what they are up here, but you know, I never knew about Chrissy Alpo connection. Executive, yeah, yeah, it's a thing. Real Shimmy Prince, what up? Lex Money, what up? Coach, what up? Uncle Pone, what up? Salute. Peace to the God. Salute. Feed your kid, what up? DMX said it to Queso. Yeah, he did. He most certainly did. But you know, X was different. X was different. X was different. I believe X wanted to fight. I think X said that because X wanted to fight. That's my whole point. There's certain things you can say to let somebody know you want to fight. Like, tell me you want to fight without telling me you want to fight. SMD. That means I want to fight. Chrissy was also with Max B. Yeah, see, and here we go. Max B took a similar angle. Seems to be Jim's weak spot. Jim's still mad at Max about Chrissy, so 38 knew exactly how to go. DMX wanted to fight. Yeah, I mean, there it is. Did you just call me a pretty boy? Oh yeah, you coming out the closet live on my Jim Smith. You are definitely trying to come out the closet on my page, and this is the wrong place for that, bro. Like, this is 100% the wrong place for that. You are pugging. Bye bye, bro. Stop looking for allies. They got hotlines for that. Don't do that here. Jesus Christ. It's lyrics with Kiss. He's testing Jim's gangster. Euro season. He's testing Jim's pen. This is all about Jim's pen. Jim got to respond. And Jim can respond. If we get the same dude who responded to Pusha T, Jim can go the distance. We can see something here. Don't mind me, y'all. I'm still trying to I'm still trying to salvage something from this whole thing. I'm still trying to find a way for us to get some songs out of this. And we Fool's Mate is one verse, so that don't really count. Jim versus Spesh is a dope battle if it stay hip hop. Sean Capri, I'm with you. And again, I'm still trying to get some actual tunes out of this. I want to be able to, hit the volume on something and jam. I want to analyze these bars. Like, Spesh had a couple of them in there. But Spesh is known for his bar work. That, without that body work, she'd be shaped the same as Khaled. He had a couple of good, that whole homesick scheme was, yeah, yeah. I mean, Coach, what are we not being realistic about? What are we not being realistic about? Tell me. Do you think challenging rappers is burning bridges? I think it's competing. DJ effing nice. It's both. It's both. By competing with some rappers, you're burning the bridge to be able to work with them, because a lot of these dudes are paper thin, soft when it comes to challenging talent. They don't really rely on talent as much as they rely on other things. So when you jab them into talent, they can't take it. So you 100% burn the bridge. If you even just try for it, they can't take it. So yes, DJ F and Nice, the answer is yes to your question. Do you think challenging rappers is burning bridges? I think it's competing. The answer is yes. It's literally both. Talking about his chicken, seeing how tough he is. He knows that Jim's weak spot. He was talking about his street cred. I mean, yeah, that's true too. But if you're a writer, you can respond via the pen. Respond with your pen, bro. Respond with your pen. Coming out like trying to swing on him ain't gonna change what he said. Respond with your pen. Jim is not about to keep it rap. He never wanted to rap in the first place. Well, Coach, I'm hoping otherwise. That's what you mean by I'm not being real. We're not being realistic. Yeah, I get it. I get it. I get where you're coming from, but I'm hoping otherwise. Dead ass. I definitely don't. That Spesh free was light, and I like Spesh. Oh, the Pongo T, what up, bro? If that's the homie, Chestnut Checkers, salute. That's if that's the homie I'm thinking it is. Salute, King. I sat in on his podcast, and we did a really cool interview. He interviews people while playing chess with them, and just for the record, he and I played to a stalemate. Ah, there it is. Yeah, Demeti, what up, King? Salute. One time for you. Need to call Farrakhan now. No, we're not there. I don't want to wish that energy on this. I hope everybody understands. And I'm just putting this out there. So people know that I said it. I need everybody to understand that none of this will be worth taking it to the streets. I just need people to get it. Nothing he said, nothing anyone said so far is worth taking it to the streets. None of it. Not any of it is worth taking it to the block. What will where we will end up, how this will end is not worth going to the block over. It's just not. And I need everybody to get that. Edward, what up? Salute. Don Juan, what up? What's my it's the entourage that's gonna get wild. Sober rider, I agree. It normally is the entourage, but I need them to understand that this ain't worth going to the block over. Don Juan, what's my opinion? You said that's your opinion. What's my opinion? We gotta end up with a Freddie Gibbs moment either way. I mean, that stayed on. Oh, no, it didn't. No, it didn't. It 100% didn't. Brother Mac, what responsibility do you think the culture has in terms of platform the negativity being displayed with this whole situation? And should the culture hold artists accountable too? Right now, all we're seeing negative is words. We're seeing a difference of opinion being handled with words. I don't think that's negative. I think this is a pretty good way to settle a difference of opinion, especially since we of the culture have witnessed what the alternative looks like. Right now, we're just at words. Let them talk. Let them. Let's air it out. Go ahead and talk. First one to swing loses. If you so weakened in your feelings that you got to swing on somebody who said something to you or talked about you, I consider that one of the highest, purest pussy things you can do. Me specifically. Not saying that there are no words that can be said, but I think we talking words, bro. It's healthy. Let it stay there. As long as it stays there, we don't have a problem. I don't think priest. Salute priest. Just answering your question. I don't see an issue. I don't see an issue. Um, did Jim Jones rap versus Max? Once they go the Chrissy route, it's a dub or it's a Freddie Gibbs situation. Yeah, I'm hoping everybody learned from their mistakes back then. 90s bars without the 90s violence. Uncle Pone, exactly. That's exactly what I have my mind on right now. That's exactly what I'm looking for. Terror Squad, D Block, and all of Harlem Blood's gonna be looking to make an example of him just because. Yeah, but that do rag dealt. That's corny. That's corny. Why risk it? Why risk it? Why trash the whole summer? Why trash? Why pick up a charge? Why risk it over the words between men? And he ain't even talking to you. Why risk it? Like I don't I can't get behind that. I don't understand that. It's not worth it. It never is. Let's compete. Hip hop has always been a competitive. Time exactly. Competition without malice. Now we have officially crossed over into malicious competition. Don't whatever happened to sticks and stones. Pussies happened to sticks and stones. Uncle Pone. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Weak men happen to that philosophy. We can't hold that philosophy because dudes are too sensitive. Too much estrogen in the milk or something. Like I can't I don't know how it happened, but now they ready to throw it all away over meow, exactly, sugar. They ready to throw it all throw the whole thing away. Throw your whole run away over gum bumping. Bro, let's keep it a stack. Let me just keep it a stack. Let me speak for myself. Do you know what kind of words are said to me? Not a lot. It don't happen a lot because I don't attract weak-minded people. But every once and again, they stumble down from the goulash. They stumble down from the lurker section and decide to pop off at me. It never happens in person, but every once and again, do you know what my life would look like if I was that reckless? If I threw it all away over words, if I crashed over words, do you know what my life would look like? I got way more to lose than they do. Way more. My father told me there are four unforgivables in life. All right, y'all write this down because I'm gonna say it again, but I'm not gonna say it a lot. Y'all write this down. Four unforgivables, and I run my life through this. Discipline, you are 100% right. Seth Kinney, Mr. Man. Let me just do this, and I'm gonna get back to that. Four unforgivables in life. Ready? If nobody from my pops, rest in peace. If nobody sent somebody to jail, violated somebody's wife, violated somebody's kids, or took somebody's life. If it's not one of those four, those are the four unforgivable. If it's not one of them four, we can figure it out. Even if figure it out means I don't F with you, you don't F with me. I see you coming, I cross the street. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. Even if that's what it means, we just don't communicate no more. We just out of each other's ciphers. If it's not one of them four, nothing else after that is worth it. Violate somebody's kids, violate somebody's wife, send somebody to jail, take somebody's life. Those are the four things that warrant get back. Those are the four things that a man got to answer for. A human being has to answer for. You must answer for that. We can't really let it go. We gotta you I require something for you doing that. Coach, he violated his wife on the summit. That's not violation, bro. That is not violation. Words are not violation. Words are disrespectful. They are not a violation. You and I are talking about two completely different levels of violating. That ain't it. That ain't it. Talking, he spoke this. Thank you. He spoke disrespectful. Don't get it twisted. He spoke disrespectful. I say violating. I'm talking about stuff that I'm not even going. I'm talking about actions that I'm not even going to mention over Al Gore's internet. Those are the four you got to answer for. My four things are all physical. Man, never mind on words. Men moved on action. Time. Exactly. They're all physical. I'm not talking about what somebody said. The four unforgivables are all what somebody did. Some take just mentioning her name as a violation. Yeah, and I can't speak for those dudes. I can't speak for those dudes. And here's the other thing. Durag. Everybody has their line. I'm telling you what mine is. I'm telling you my principles. Everybody has their line, and you can't dictate how somebody responds to what you say. I'm telling you from my POV, a lot of these crash outs are over situations and circumstances that are not worth it. The juice ain't worth the squeeze. How you're going to end up after you do what you do, it doesn't equal out to the reason you did it for. It just doesn't for me. But I'm not that sensitive. I'm not that sensitive. I'm pretty indifferent to a lot of humans. I'm pretty indifferent. I am of the understanding that most of what's said about me isn't really about me. That person is, if you've been kicking it in this room, you've heard me tell somebody, you're saying more about you than you are about me. Homeboy who came out the closet a few paces ago, you telling on yourself, bro. You not talking about, you saying something because you're trying to get under my skin, but you trying to get under my skin says way more about you than it does about me. I'm not interested. I don't care what your skin is doing. You have made it a point to come into this room and try to get under my skin. You're talking about you. That's why I don't take it personal. You talking about you. And I'm not saying like what don't, this is your issue to fix, not mine to be on the internet playing with somebody's kid. Like, and you somebody's kid. If that's what you need to come up here and say, that's some, bro. I can, come on, man. Come on, man. Come on, come on, bro. Sober, absolutely disrespectful. Not a violation, but 100% disrespectful. And again, I'm only talking about my principles. I can't tell you how these other dudes give it up. No man, how you gonna respond to how somebody talks. That's an individual thing. I can't dictate that to another man. I can tell him it's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Yo, bro, we live in, I live in New York City. I live in one of the most heavily surveilled cities in the country. You can't fart out here without somebody knowing that you did it and it being on camera if they choose. Like, there's no, what I'm saying is there's damn near no way to get away with a crime, especially a high profile crime. It's not worth crashing out over what he did on the Summer Jam screen, especially when you have a viable alternative that keeps everybody free and makes everybody money at the end of the day. And I thought you niggas did everything for money. So go ahead and do the thing for money. Diss him back. Diss him back. If he hit you, I tell you to hit him back. He dissed you. Diss him back. Diss him back. Get personal back. Talk about his lady. Talk about his house. Talk about, if you can. Talk about him. Figure it out. Diss him back. Talk about his flow. Get at him. Do your 1-2. Rap, nigga, like you got access to a booth. I didn't mean for that to rhyme. You have access to a booth. As opposed to trying to get physical and calling the dogs and now somebody getting the charge. And, because Spesh ain't by himself either. Spesh got people too. So now we out here playing World War III in the streets because of what he said about you. That sound, especially since you could say something back. And Spesh said the bars are the topic of conversation. So this is directed at Jim Jones. Go ahead and diss him. Joe, same thing. Diss him. Diss him. Let's see who the better man is, because we've officially gone past the call out. It's now no longer about just who raps better. Once you start taking personal shots, that's a diss. This is now a battle. We've now entered into battling territory. Diss him. I hope Jim Jones monetize and capitalize and rap. Me too. Me too. Kevin Kerr, family off limits, only physically, especially if you're especially if you're stop apologizing for rhyming. That rhyme too, Tiff. I don't know if you really just made me rhyme again. I'm not a rapper. I'm an MC, but I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. All all family. How do I say this? It's low hanging fruit, but it's there. Like it's not the most clever thing to go after, but it's there. Especially if your family happens to be public figures. Especially if they're already in the limelight, they're already seen. Like it's not a secret. I don't if it's not a secret and everybody knows who your wife is, y'all public, then it's on the table. It's on the table. It's on the table. It's on the table. I think Push. Let's take it back. Push and Drake. Drake has this thing where he cracks the can, and then his fans get mad at the retaliation. But it all stays rap, so I don't have a problem with it. But when Drake brought Push's wife, brand new wife, and brought her into the chat, okay, well, family's now on the table, and now this is happening. And now 40's gonna get it because he's your brother, and your son's gonna get. I'm exposing that because that's your kid. Since you brought my wife into it, now this is happening. See, rap. Nobody died. Rap. This and back. Kevin, family causes problems. So don't bring them up, or keep it hip hop. Figure it out. But these are this is what it is. This is the game. This is what we doing. Crown K, what up? Good to see you. Yeah, bro. Jimmy wasn't tripping when Martinez made that documentary and spoke on it. He can't be mad at others for referencing the clip. It's public information. It's public information, and Jim's relationship is very public. So that's gonna fall under the umbrella. Never Jim never had a diss record towards somebody. Jim's not a lyricist. No, no. Euro season. Google Jim Jones diss to Pusha T. Bro. Go check that out. Go check that out. Quietly, that's the energy Jimmy is gonna need for this 38 special situation. Sub Public figures are subject to public scrutiny. Thank you, Uncle Pone. Also, Martinez would slap Jim Jones and laugh for no reason. Jesus Christ. But Martinez ain't a rapper. Martinez isn't a spitter. Martinez doesn't have or maybe I'm bugging. Maybe I just don't know. I may not know. But, you know, Spesh violated. He's too new to go hard like that. Someone's going to make him answer for that. He's not that new. He's not that new. He's not that new. He's not that new. He's new were to the mainstream, I want to say. He's newer, but he's not that new. He's not that new, and he built. He's also homegrown. He's also built a fan base from the mud. Spesh, if I dropped an album tomorrow and it blew up, there'd be a bunch of people telling you how new I was, although I have like a 15, 16 year career in hip hop. They tell you I was new. He's Spesh. With that said, Spesh ain't that new. Spesh ain't that new. He's new to a lot of people. Don't get it fucked up. I'm not disagreeing with you. He's new to a lot of people. He's not that new. He's talking like this because he's comfortable. And it's going to take somebody else out talking him to make him uncomfortable, which I'm all for as long as we can keep it street. I mean, keep it off the street. That's my only issue with this entire situation is that the people involved are known to get physical with it, and that's exactly what I don't want to see happen with anybody, with any of them. Jim, Joe, Jada. Wow, three J's. How did I just catch that? Jim, Joe, Jada, and Spesh. I don't want to see this go anywhere outside of Wax. Do you think we need more battles in hip hop? Don Juan, I think we can have I think we can have all of the competitive competition without malice. I think call outs, we're lacking those. I don't think it has to be a battle. I think we can hop on the track and see who's better. Go ahead, write your best 16. I'm gonna write my best and let's go at it. And let's get a people a show. Let's compete that way. But that won't happen because a lot of these dudes out here will get their ass bust if they tried to do that. Most of these dudes don't have that kind of confidence in their pen, and they don't have a big enough deposit for their ghostwriters to go the distance. A lot of these dudes, they just ain't got it. They ain't got. Not Jada, not Jada, not him, not him. Tech, absolutely not him. I am not talking about the God. We already know how he do. Well, I'm not talking Conway. The whole, with the exception, the only person that people might question is what's bro's name? West Side. He's the only one they might question is West Side Gun. But outside of that, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Jim gonna take it to the pod. Laugh out loud. Let's rap. Sugar, yeah. Mano ready. Mano laugh out loud ready. Yeah. Spesh ain't Conway. Spesh ain't gotta be Conway. Can't battle because cats want to be tough. 38 walking through the arena talking ish about Terror Squad dumb shit. Yeah, I know. I know. I know. Yeah, Dana, probably. Honestly, wasn't impressed by Special Summer Jam. Lack feeling, but was good bait bars going forward. Got to be over the top. Fair assessment. Fair assessment. Fair assessment. It definitely wasn't, ether level, but I'm not sure you start with that. I like your POV bait bars. I can see that. Get him to kind of jump out the window and commit, and then proceed to kill an ant with a sledgehammer. I see a vision. I see a vision. But that's strategy. That's strategy. That's playing chess, not checkers. All the lurkers, do me a favor. Hit the likes, please and thank you. Hit the likes. Hit the hype button. I still have yet to see the hype button, but if I have one, hit the hype button and subscribe. Pull up. This is the kind of talk I'm doing every day. Seth Kenny salute. This is the kind of talk I'm doing every day around 5 o'clock, between 5 and 6. I hop on and go live because I got cursed out a lot by Gat Taylor. Can't hype the live. Yeah, okay. Thank you, Pone. Yeah, I got cursed out a lot by Gat Taylor because apparently there were a lot of people who were really supporting and liked having these kind of talks online from the old show, and I just like abandoned everybody, and that's my bad. That's my bad. Shout out to Gat Taylor. I have to do more. I have to do more. I have to special rhyme like a robot. I've heard that critique too. Baby Grizz, what up? Subscribe, Baby Grizz. Hopefully you're a mechanic. Fat Joe don't like call outs. Remember top 10 list. And you got to get over that. You got to get over that. You have to get over that. You are an MC, and Fat Joe got to be one of the most improved MCs of all time. Go back and listen to Flo Joe and listen to him now. Like, he's got to be one of the most improved dudes. Bro, rap. Rap. Don't tell me you got a ghostwriter and you gotta pay another retainer to get some bars in. I don't want to buy that. Rap. Rap, please rap. Baby Grizz, thank you. Thank you. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Jim Jones is most improved too. Then he should have no problem rapping. Durag, I hear you. Rap. Rap. Heavy Better Sense TV. I have a question. As a former member of a rap group, would you be willing to be a part of a documentary based around rap groups and the process of becoming successful? That sounds a lot like, no disrespect, that sounds a lot like consulting. And I that's like my job, kind of charge for that. I'm not anti anything, but just I'm actually also kind of focused on my show. Shout out to Gat Taylor, the Mech and Gat Show, World Stars official podcast. We just put out a clip today. Check it on my YouTube. I should put it on my YouTube. You can check it on my Instagram. I just put out the clip of, as a matter of fact, I will put it on my YouTube. We had a conversation with Max B and his daughter. Like, very cool conversation. Very cool conversation. Because you talk about somebody who eats, sleeps, and breathes misogyny in his raps. And now he's side by side with what could best be called God's karma, his daughter. Excellent conversation. They put Jimmy on the intro of that Aroma track and only threw one bar at it. Yeah. Jada had that diss track called Checkmate against Fifth, and Spesh follows through with the Fool's Me. Strategic, right.
It's 7 o'clock.
Thank you, darling. Real Enigma, you see it. Right. Strategy, but we talked about that earlier. Bait bars. Shout out to Uncle Pone. Bait bars. Jim gonna make a banger. Vamped one. I hope so. I hope so. I hope so. I hope they all make bangers. I hope they all make bangers. I hope we in this room and the lurkers who are not speaking, I hope we ride into the fall and winter with bangers from everybody. I hope everybody gives us smoke. I hope we sitting there with some dopeness, some fire from each one of them, and we sitting there eating popcorn, listening to some dope ass bars going back and forth. Man, I hope we do that. Yeah, bro. I hope Jim busts back. Yeah, Seth, I'm with you. I want to see. I want to see them all do it. Like, bro, this is rap. This is supposed to be where it's safe to retaliate. We should have the safest, most violent retaliation possible in the booth. It's where you can 100% crash out and go get paid for crashing out. Like, we should bring it back to competition. But people who don't want to compete would rather take it to the street. I did not mean to do that. People who don't want to put their pin game to work, they got to. Common said it best. Shout out to the God Common. Of course, the circle mad got no choice but to fight. Ain't none of you motherfuckers got a chance on the mic. How do we not? How is that not the overall philosophy in these situations? It is for me. It is for me. Of course, your circle mad got no choice but to fight because none of you motherfuckers got a chance on the mic. None of you. No, you don't have it. You of course you want to fight, and that's why I say first one to swing loses. You fighting because you mad. You fighting because you can't do nothing else. Another gem from my pop. Another gem from my pop. It was actually two and one, but it was really the same one. He said, "Profanity violence is the first response of the weak-minded. You swing first because you can't think of anything better to do." And then wrapped up behind that was profanity is the first language of the weak-minded. You curse first because you can't think of anything better to say. I have been carrying that around with me my entire hip hop run. You are swinging first because you can't think of anything better to say. Your first reaction is to go fight because you can't do anything else. And you need to hope that you can win the fight. So why so many people I it's it feels like that's why so many people get mad at me. You can't think of anything better, so you start talking crazy. And you see me, and then if we're ever in person, it doesn't, bro. But it's corny. It's corny. It's super corny. Fat Joe didn't respond to the ex mobster who called him out. Jomo didn't give Dame a fair one. Bleak didn't get at Oskino, and Kiss always in Rochester. So all this tough thug is corny. I don't expect Fat. Okay, let's. Pete Wiz, yes. Remember, you're just mad that I'm styling on you. Yes, yes. Now take that and carry it down. Yes, I 100% remember that. Yes, that's exactly what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about. Um, I hope Jim surprises all of us and drops a effing banger responding. Me too, sugar. Me too. Me too. Ray Simone or Ray Simon. Ray Simon. Ray. I don't want to fuck your name up. Ray. Let me just respond to you, Ray. Fat Joe didn't respond to the ex mobster who called him out. That is not supposed to be handled on wax. And you're talking to Mr. L7. The reason why they made the sidewalk because the streets ain't for everybody. Even I know you don't respond to mobsters, ex or present, or even future. You don't respond to mobsters on wax. That's called indicting yourself. You don't respond to mobsters on wax. So that Jomo didn't give Dame the fair one. That's legit. That's legit because he came down there to fight, and then when it was time to fight, he didn't want to fight. That's legit. That's legit. Bleak didn't get at Oskino. I don't know what the reasons are behind that. I don't know what the reasons are behind that. So I don't want to speculate. And Kiss always in Rochester. That's because nobody bothers Kiss like that. For real, I want to hear battle rapper quality songs from this. Yeah, I'm saying he's a rapper. Stop the tough guy talk, Joey. Joey, as in Fat Joe or Jim Jones. I guess it was Jim Jones. You'd have said Jimmy. Like you said, rap. Yeah, yeah, Ray. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. We can all. I wonder how Green Lantern and Benny feel, bruh. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe that's somebody else I need to get on the phone and see if he want. No, Green ain't gonna say nothing. Green ain't gonna want to sit down and have no kind of conversation. Green is the embodiment of drink water and mind my business. You know, Mac, I wasn't feeling Spesh joint. It was lacking for real, for real. What you think? I think I didn't go into it with expectations. I understand why you weren't feeling it, but Uncle Pone, one of the heads in here, shout out to Uncle Pone, he's still in here. Pone had A very good point. Strategy, bait bars. I don't think he let off the chopper. I think he just let off the 22, and let's see what happens. Let's see who bites the bait. Did kind of feel like bait bars a bit. I hadn't thought of that till Pone said something, but it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. Nobody in this world is seeing Kiss on the track, dead or alive. Vamp one, I hear that, except for the fact that this whole thing started because Jada Kiss said 38 Spesh had the best verse on the song that he was on. That's how we ended up here. So it's good promo at the end of the day. Yeah, yeah, which is good for everybody. It's good for everybody. It's I'm not mad at that. It's good for everybody. Yeah, it's all great promo. It's all great promo. I'm talking in the battle. Yeah, well, I mean, we'll see. We'll see. I gotta tell you. I gotta tell you, and I gotta keep it a buck. A friendly fade, a call out from somebody who I feel is worth it. I'm going for it. And when you get called out, you're supposed to aim for the head. And when you have the crown, damn, bang, you right. I most certainly did not. No, he's right. Yeah, y'all got me. Y'all thank you, Sugar, but he's right. He's right. I most certainly did not pin the cash app. I told you I told you I didn't I told you this is taking some getting used to. I'm not used to none of this. I told you, Paul. Excuse me. Bang. I told you. You thought I was lying. I told you I'm not used to. I'm not used to doing this. I got you. You right. You right. Done deal. You right. I'm not even arguing with you, but you right. You right. Nah, Sugar. Thank you, but let me, because he's right. He got me. He's right. That's the gotcha. He's right. I should have and I didn't. He's right. So let me just go ahead and do that. Um, it will be fine. I want better bars. I'm with you. Gun toting. Funny how the world felt some type of way when Kanye called Jay Z kids, but now it's fair game, huh? BS man. Okay, gun toting. That was a reach. That was a reach. Jay Z's kids are not public figures. Also, Jay never said anything about Kanye's family, kids, wife, even though they're all public figures. That was a reach. You just really wanted to reach. You wanted that gotcha moment so bad you made some shit up. That had nothing to do with nothing. You really want to see me like being biased or like that's nonsense, but that didn't work, bro. That's absolute nonsense. That didn't work at all. It didn't work at all. At all. Like you really just wanted me to be the person who you want me to be a hypocrite, not understanding that I actually mean what I say and I actually think about the things I say, and I'm not afraid to be wrong. But that was just a reach. That was dumb. That was a reach. That was a reach. World felt some type of way when Kanye called because he's calling kids. Are you nuts? Are you nuts? Like seriously? And you're relating that to what's happening now? Blue is a super public figure. Jay didn't call her anything. He didn't even like but Blue's not the one that got like honestly, seriously? That's and where did Jay mention anybody's kids? Come on, bro. Stop. Stop. That was a reach. Hey Grease, what up? Salute. Thank you for pulling up. That was a super reach. About to go give another listen to Fool's Mate. Yeah, man, go check it out. I mean, I'm just gonna stay abreast of the whole thing. I'm gonna eat popcorn. I'm gonna drink water. Might go get some Mexican food. Oh wait, Sugar's in the room. I might go find me some Cuban food just cause Sugar's here. Um, when was it cool to diss someone's wife? When your wife's a public figure. When your wife's a public figure. And Chrissy's not quiet. Chrissy's not exactly a shrinking violet. Like Pac started it. Pac started it because Biggie's wife was a public figure. Faith Evans. Public figure. I don't make these rules, bro. I don't make the rules. I'm doing my best to stay objective throughout this entire thing. I don't have a dog in this fight. I have nothing but the utmost respect for Jada. I have never had any kind of issue with Fat Joe, and I've always been a supporter of 38 Spesh, Fat Joe, and Jadakiss. And Spesh, you know, we communicate. Jada, anytime I've seen him in public, it's always been good energy. Same thing with Fat Joe. I do not have a dog in this fight. I'm cool with however it lands as long as it stays on wax. Sean Capri, LL said he took Ice T cover to the bathroom. Yes, he did. Yes, he did, and that was Ice Cube's wife. She was a public. He made her a public figure. He put her on. He put her on the cover. Like it happens. It happens. This ain't new. It happens. It happens. Yeah, Mac, I was ready. Kick my feet up with some popcorn. I hope Kiss, Jim, and Joe in the booth right now. Me too. Me too. That's all I want to see. Come on, come out swinging. Let's go for it. Let's get it on. It's summertime. Let's get it. What we doing? You don't need to talk. He rap, y'all rap. Y'all rap, he rap. Then he rap and y'all rap. Then y'all rap and he rap. Everybody just rap. It ain't gotta be everybody rap. Yes, everyone but Jim. Yo, Jim. If kids do a whole verse, 30 specials cook. Brown, I hear you. I hear you. And history has shown us that you are right. That you're probably right. History has shown us that you're probably right. However, I remember this guy who history said that there's no way he could be an NBA champion. He could never be the 1A on a championship team. And history, said that was true. And then that guy decided that wasn't true at all. Decided to make a liar out of history. Anything can happen. Anything can happen. If they wanted to be upstate versus NYC, then Jim is the guy for the job. That's hilarious. That's hilarious. Y'all love to hate on Jim. Jim is all talk with no bars. That guy. Yeah, it's not. It's. Again, I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't have a dog in this fight. I don't consider this hate though. Jim needs to show improve. Jim was the guy who went to go get somebody else to rap for him. That's not that people are disgusted with that behavior. People are not co-signing that move. That's not it. Like it's not hate, bro. People just don't like that he did that. And that's not something to like. That's not a respectable thing for somebody who rocks with the pen. That's not how that go. You can't do that and expect everybody to be cool. The heads ain't gonna be cool. The heads ain't gonna be cool. You can't, the hip hop heads, you can't go get somebody else to, you gonna go sick somebody else on him. He's talking to you. He said you couldn't rap. And your response to someone saying that you can't rap is to go get somebody else to rap for you. On camera. No, sir. No, Vamp, I hear you, but that's not hate. That this is not something to love. If anything deserves hate, like nobody deserves, but I mean, come on, bro. Come on, bro. Come on. Come on. Nino Man did a diss song too. Yeah, and that got ignored because Nino's not a part of the conversation that's being had. The conversation is between who Spesh is talking to. And he, in my opinion, he was right not to get sidetracked with other people. In my opinion. They've been hating on Jim before this. That's because before this, Jim has also done some stuff that people don't F with. Y'all just hating on Capo. You gotta stop that. You gotta stop that. This is I'm sitting here telling everybody Jim has it in him to compete. I'm telling people to go Google the response he had to Pusha T. I think he can do it. Jim's y'all just hating on it. No, no. The backlash Jim gets comes from Jim's actions in these situations. When it's time to show and prove, he finds a way not to do it. And you can't I'd be lying if I said anything else. Like it is what it is. Jimmy is not an MC, period. Some of us have standards. I don't think he can, Mac. I want to see him do it though. I want to see Jim show and prove. Now's the time, bro. Show and prove. Show up, grow up, and show up. And I meant for that to rhyme. Like, go for it, bro. Now's your opportunity. Air out. Go to it. Air out. You got money for the booth? Get in there and handle your scandal. You probably got your own home set up. Handle your scandal. Get pen to pad and do something. Do something. Let's see. Jim said, I had no idea people love Nas like that. People dislike him because he says wild and dumb shit like that. I'm not one of those people, but I get it. Dana, yeah, yeah. Jim is going to rap. He went at Pusha T. Push is better than 38. Tech, the second part is opinion, so I'm not even gonna comment on that. But I'm 100% with you on that first part. I think he's gonna rap. I don't think he's gonna let us down. I think Jim's gonna go for it. But telling the whole world that he went to get somebody else to handle his smoke for him was not a good start. Kenny, that was cold. I love 38, but the Chrissy thing was too much. And not for me. Not for me. The diss was weak. Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't. But I never thought the beginning was bait bars. Smells like bait bars. I think special better than that, and it smells like bait bars. But this whole thing, and what makes me believe that is because, quite honestly, this entire thing has been about bait from the beginning. The whole Kiss is ducking me, that was bait. He was trying to get Kiss to come and do this record. Yes, that's what I meant. Okay, so we on the page. Yeah, we on the same page. The whole thing has been him trying to bait someone into action, not diss him, but come get on the record. It ain't subtle. It's not supposed to be. Yeah, you're right. It ain't subtle. This whole thing has been him baiting people to come outside and but that's what you do when you can count on your pen. When you trust your pen, you can walk into anything knowing you walking out. If your pen can get you, like if your pen is the weapon, real daddy. I see your future. I see your future quite soon. Real Daddy 2695. Yeah, I see your future. I know exactly how this is going to go. I'd like to introduce you to Big Sugar, aka B74. Just. What up? Good to see you, sis. Nobody is above reproach. Pete, I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. I'm 100% with you. I think when you walk around with the crown like that, like somebody wanting to see you, it just doesn't have to get disrespectful. It doesn't have to get, we can start with a call out. It doesn't have to get disrespectful. We can start with, come get on this record, bro, you ducking. We can start there. You mad I'm going to clean you up on this record. Just. First super chat of the night, $20. Let me send that some love. Oh, my count. My count. You have just put me a couple bucks closer. Where is my count? Minus 20. Um, mm, mm-mm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Wow. I started off with a goal of 1,500. I am now $300 away from that goal. Off the strength of what's been happening. Crazy. Y'all did that. Crazy. 300. And that's me including the tax and all. 300. I'm 300 off. That's it. Exactly. Wait, what did Harness say? Shout out to just. You did that. Harness, huh? Like how it says, he been in the game for a minute. You just don't know who he is. Do your research. Yeah, yeah. You gotta. Yeah, yeah. One time for the mechanics. One time for the mechanics. Shit is real. Shit is real. It's going down. Y'all need to do some research. Like Mac said, Spesh is not new. He's not. He's not. He's new to people, and which is what makes this so jarring for people because you feel like some total. First of all, love to just. Let me just stop the clock real quick and send my love to just for pulling up in here and having money fights and being like the front runner of getting this thing popping and bringing me to a place where I can revamp this channel. That's her. She's one of the first and foremost. So salute to her. Nobody knows that motherfucker in Carolina. The set be here. Yeah, I mean, well, come on, bro. Dipset been out for like 20, 30 years. Spesh is working his way up the mark, but you know, Kiss knew who he was. When Kiss said he had the best verse, Kiss knew who he was. Like you gotta let the notoriety go. Notoriety does not equal like that. That really doesn't mean much. Like honest to God, it really doesn't mean much. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't. It doesn't mean much at all. So now he calling out the Dons. Yeah, well, when when I have to keep going over the same I have to keep going over the same thing. Peter, this whole situation shows he's really paying attention. Liquor House Black. Listen, on some hip hop shit, not some industry shit, not some street shit, on some MC pin the pad hip hop shit. When a Don, to use your terminology, when a Don blesses a lesser known, a rookie by Don standards, when he blesses a rookie with a comment like he had the better verse on a song that we were on, that qualifies said rookie. You have elevated him. And now, and he is right. He is in his rights to invite you because as any MC, when somebody gets any MC, when somebody gets the better verse on a record, you are in your natural competitive instinct says, nah, let's do it again. That's why people ask you to send your verse in first. They don't want to get shown up by you. That's a real thing. Send your verse in first, and somebody will send the verse in first, and then their feature pins their verse, and then you find out that the guy who sent his verse in, he had to rewrite his record. He had to rewrite his song because he got murdered, and he needed to make it closer. It happens. It happens. But this is a thing. This is the thing. Hating is really a low IQ activity. And these jokes don't even be funny. Low IQ activity. Like dead ass low. Do you feel 38 Spesh diss track was hot? Nah. It wasn't Sally Mustafa, Salim Mustafa. I don't want to fucking name. I don't want to fuck anybody's name up. No, but I don't think it was meant to be. I think it was bait. I think it was just enough to get him talking. No one wants to talk about Meg's hair or sexy lips today. be you wild. Yeah, so for some reason my accessories really get people going. These haters, these low IQ cats can't find anything else to latch on to. So, what are you gonna do? Yeah, dead ass weirdos, dead ass weirdos, um, dead ass weirdos. We gonna see what it do, y'all. I'm not gonna hold everybody too long on a Saturday. I want to thank everybody, even the lurkers who sat and watched and decided not to say anything. Do me a favor, hit the like while you were here. If you had a good time, just go and hit the like for me. That's all I ask. If you stuck around this long, just go on and do me a favor, hit the like. Um, this is why NY is in last place because y'all worried about the wrong ish. 50 Cent killed NY Sound a long time ago. Y'all will never be back on. Vamp, the way you were just riding for Jim Jones, I don't understand what you're doing now. You've completely, Jim Jones was from New York. I'm not even gonna get into it. Everybody, get out of the house, get off your computer, go have the best time you can. Be safe out here. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I will be back on this motherfucker on Monday, 5 p.m. Got a few dope interviews lined up. 38 Spesh. I'm getting him in the chair. We're gonna have a real conversation. The Mech and Gat Show, the official podcast of World Star. That's us. New clips coming out all during the week. Everything's supposed to be settled. The rollout is rolling out. In the meantime, in between time, brothers and sisters, mothers and misses, bunions and blisses, I want to thank y'all for pulling up to the garage, home to the worldwide mechanics. I'm your lead mechanic, Mike Rashawn. As always, do me a favor, hit the like, hit the sub. That's the fastest way to show your boy love. Go on, hang up your coveralls, hang up your tool belt. Let's get this thing off the rack and see where we at. I will see you guys, God willing, on Monday, 5 p.m. or around 6. I need everybody to be safe, play safe, have the best time, take it light, and enjoy your weekend. The garage is now officially closed for the evening. Y'all be safe. Peace.